Hi, this is Vicki with Learning Home Volunteers, and welcome back to our farm learning session. And did your little ones enjoy making and caring for their chickens? Well, my grandfather had a farm, and I can tell you that it is not easy gathering eggs. I doubt any of their chickens actually cared whether the eggs were taken or not. Well, this week we're going to explore some animals on the farm. We're going to move like animals and we're going to play a little game and finally try our hand at herding. Sounds busy, so we should get started. Did you know that there are animals that we actually use their fur, like sheeps and llamas? And those animals have to have their fur cut every year. The fur gets too heavy for the animals. So we're going to actually practice cutting sheep's hair. And in your box, you're going to see an outline of the sheep and a bunch of cotton balls. Your child should glue the cotton balls onto the sheep like this. And once the glue is dry, it should look like this. Next, you want to fluff the cotton balls so the sheep is super fluffy like this. And now it's time to shear the sheep by using the scissors to cut the hair on the sheep. You want to see a real sheep sheared? Check it out. Well, that was a lot of fur, but she looks much better, huh? This is activity number 6. I love these movement cards. In this activity, we're going to actually get to move like a lot of different farm animals. You're going to need to cut them out, and then you can actually try them one at a time or let them choose which one they do. My favorite to do was waddle like a duck. Which animal do they like moving like? This is activity number 7, and we're actually going to play farm bingo. And in your box, you're going to find a sheet of call-out cards. These are used to let the children know what animal they're looking for on their bingo card. These cards need to be cut out, and you can tell which ones are the call-out cards because the animal has a word that identifies the animal in English. So let's take a look. Also in your box, there is a sheet that's printed on both sides that has a grid of animals like the one shown here. This is for the players of the game. You will need tokens for each child, 9 actually, to mark the animals as they find them when you call out the animal. To play, the caller shuffles the call out cards and then turns them one at a time over and calls out the animal on the card. Then the player actually looks for the animal on their bingo card, and when they find it, they put a token on their sheet. They win when all of the animals are covered with tokens. Well, our last activity for this week is activity number 8, roundup sheet. In a bag marked number 8, you will find white balloons. Remember, balloons can be choking hazards, so please be very careful when your child plays with these. Those that put things in their mouth can bite on a balloon and then choke on a little piece of the balloon. Well, first you're going to need to blow up your balloons, or should I say sheep, and then you want to designate a corner for the sheep to get into. Then, using a broom, have your child herd the sheep into the corner. It sounds easy, but it's not as easy as it seems. To make it easier, if your child's getting frustrated, use fewer balloons. More balloons make it harder. If you want to add more difficulty than just all of the balloons, mark the balloons with a marker and have them herd the balloons into the corner in a specific order. Well, that's all for this week. I'll talk to you next.